So there's also a really fun fact, but I'll get into that later because it's a bit avant-garde. It's a bit avant-garde, but it does directly correlate to the gameplay segment we're about to go to. Also, we have to get royally fucked up in order to get, like, just a super rad suit.
I've got a clean visual.
Like, you can't get a new body unless the old body just gets completely wrecked.
Hope so, huh? I mean, how does it feel to fly like a bird?
Like a bird strapped to a remote control rocket.
We will get you in safely, Tovarich. Just relax and enjoy the ride.
Right.
Can you hear me right?
Doctor.
Remember the two procedures to maintain your new body. One, seizing nano repair units from your foes. And two,
Absorbing their electrolytes. I got it.
yes, enemy cyborgs should provide plenty of MCFC electrolytes once you slice them open and extract their fluids.
They're terrorists. I was planning on that anyway.
Oh, and their left hands, if you please.
Excuse me?
I have a thing for hands.
Combat data stored on holographic memory, typically located in the left hand.
It's a JoJo thing, you wouldn't get it.
Valuable. I am authorized to offer you upgrades and services in exchange for it.
How generous.
Ich liebe Kapitalismus. Had the world come down a few years earlier, I would have a Nobel Prize on my shelf.
There, I see land.
3 mics out and closing. No activity at the airbase. Looks like we don't need to worry about interceptors.
Great. Then we have time for a quick briefing.
That's a reoccurring gag, by the way, Courtney's mug.
That's what you said before Montenegro.
Also, the handle's a question mark.
Objectives, of course, are enter Abkhazia, neutralize the terrorists, and restore the rightful government, or what's left of it anyway. The president and most of the cabinet have been killed, and a military junta's been established. The terrorists brain-jacked all the high-ranking officers, and their cyborgs scattered the rank and file. The few leaders who have survived have no way of openly opposing the new regime. That's why they called us.
Andrei Dolcev, leader of the occupation forces, an extremist linked to both the St. Petersburg massacre of 2015 and last year's terror spree in Georgia. And his arms supplier, none other than Desperado Enforcement.
God, logo's so cool! This game came out in 2013, by the way, not based on a historical event.
They could destabilize the entire region, but our more immediate problem,
Like the series is known for.
Jetstream Sam. Believe you've met.
The only problem I see is that nickname.
I've got my enhancements this time. He won't be an issue. He may not even be in country, but keep an eye out just in...
Oh, sorry.
Ready for insertion.
Risers, you landed safely, huh? First, head inland. The waypoint is marked on your Soliton radar. Contact us on Codec if you have questions.
Alright, so, a few things to talk about. In the initial, like, sort of reveal and announcement of this game, this was the suit that Raiden had. Body that Raiden had. Even though at the time the game was supposed to be set between the events of Metal Gear Rising, Metal Gear Solid. Another thing, this cat is the world's most acrobatic cat in the history of mankind. It cannot be hit. It is a ninja cat. And also thank God for that, because that'd be really cruel. Number 3. Codec is a thing that you just have.
Control, it's Raiden. I'm on the ground.
Copy, Raiden. Glad to hear it. Entering on foot was the right move. That craft isn't equipped with stealth camo. Or octo camo, obviously, since that would be useless in midair.
And we wouldn't want to get your pricey new jet damaged, now would we?
Duh. The MQ-133C was not cheap, Tovarich. Now, keep alert. According to intel, you could find significant cyborg deployment here. If you were to be cornered by an entire squad, it might get difficult, even for you.
Understood. Some fighting will be necessary, though. I've got electrolytes to replenish.
This is not an infiltration mission. There is no need to hide or avoid combat outright, huh? Just do
there you
not
go.
get reckless. Stay safe, and stay focused on your mission.
Yeah, so if you talk to these guys enough, they'll all give you, like, additional
Looks like a war
things.
zone out here.
The palace cleared
For
out.
example, I think if you talk to Courtney enough, like, she'll start talking about movies, which is also, like, an old Metal Gear
A
thing.
few civilian casualties here. Luckily, it looks like most of them got out of the city before
I
things
think.
got bad.
Don't quote me on that,
They
but I could have
basically
sworn,
got
like, one of
control
these
the
people,
entire town, and are using
one of your
refinery
crew,
as their
like, starts
HQ.
talking about movies if
And
you
that's
talk
why
to
we're
them long
hitting the
enough.
plant.
Keep in mind, those cyborgs are contractors. For most of these guys, this is just a job. In theory,
That line will
once
come
you're
back to
eliminated,
haunt
commanding
us in a few
officers can scatter
chapters.
pretty quickly.
So again, like, they're enemies, but they're just dudes. Remember that.
How are you, Courtney?
You're looking good on our end. GPS and audio-visual feed coming in fine. Energy consumption? Check. Damage levels? Check. Blood pressure, brain waves, blood sugar? Check, check, check. All this monitoring equipment, I got a better view than if I was standing right next to you. Anyway, I'll be saving all your data automatically anytime something important happens in the field. But contact me anytime you want a manual save.
Copy that. Good to hear that hasn't changed with this new body.
Yep, the basic system's exactly the same. So, did you want to save? And save complete. Simple, huh?
Copy. And glad to hear you're okay after Africa. That ambush was no joke.
Tell me about it. 3 armored vehicles should have been plenty for that job. And it would have been against any typical guerrilla force.
I keep asking myself, where would an anti-Imani faction get the cash to hire cyborgs?
It just doesn't add up. Maybe there's some intel I missed. A lead I should have followed up on. Maybe if I reacted faster, or coordinated better. I don't know.
You can't think that way, Courtney. Not in this business. You did everything you could. Put it behind you and move on.
You're right. Thanks.
So Courtney, of course, that is a classic thing. Talking to someone in your database, in your team to save. But yeah, so all of these guys will give you like different dialogue based on how much you talk to them,
Capabilities of your new body?
Copy
what's
that.
going on in the
Go ahead,
game,
Doc.
As we discussed,
and based on the role.
outfitted with 2 revolutionary new abilities.
Fuel electrolyte absorption and self-repair from C's nanopaste.
Precisely. First, electrolyte absorption. This is simplicity itself. As your HF blade is linked directly to your fuel cells, simply cut into any source of electrolytes. Say, a hostile cyborg made up of CNT muscle fiber. And your fuel cells will recharge on their own. Rather elegant, wouldn't you say?
I would indeed. It's been great so far.
But the repair process is a bit more involved. A bit more messy, you might say. Most military cyborg models store a cache of biotic self-repair nanopaste in their lower abdomen.
So I need to slice them open and use Zandatsu to extract it. Cut and take, in other words.
Correct. Once extracted, you need only to crush this unit in your hand to absorb the repairing agent inside. Keep in mind, it is extremely delicate. If the unit should hit the ground, some paste will surely leak out. It will still repair your body, but less so than if you can retrieve it directly before your foe falls over.
Basically, harvest their organs before their body can even hit the ground.
Rather gruesome, I realize. But then you Americans enjoy a bit of gore, don't you?
I may
He's
be a
not
citizen,
wrong.
but I've never really thought of myself as American.
Oh? Well, yes, I suppose I could understand that, given your history. But what then? Surely you don't identify as a light period.
I don't identify with anyone. No nation, no ethnic group. I'm my own man. Anyway, I seem to recall those gory torture porn movies were pretty popular in Germany, too.
Indeed, indeed.
So we're already talking about
These
movies.
films are big in Germany, Russia, Japan, everywhere. Well, everywhere except regions afflicted by actual warfare. It all has to do with taming our fears, you know?
Huh?
The desire to feel fear, to taste death, but from a safe distance. These films allow the viewer to delude themselves into thinking they have overcome their fears. This...
Okay, Doc. I got the gist. Let's save the full psych lecture for some other time, though, huh?
Okay, I think it's Doctor then. My bad. I thought it was Courtney. Yeah, I guess it's Doctor. Customized, so... Not right now, because I don't think I have anything unlocked. But over the course of the game, you get different skins for Raiden. Like, you can get a Desperado one, and, like, other colors. I think you can unlock Gray Fox. VR missions, I think, are collectibles that you find. I think these are hidden. I think there's like 21. Again, there are things that are hidden. I just don't remember off the top of my head. It's been a few years since I played this. What I do remember, and it's a bit obscure, this is a bit of an ass pull, but bear with me on this. So, rewind the clock back to this little age of video games, in the era of the PS2. Kojima Productions and Konami released a video game with some mechs in it, called Zone of the Enders. It's pretty good. It's pretty damn good. But the first issues of those games came with a separate demo disc for Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty. Fast forward a few years to the 360 and PS3. We got Zoe HD Collection that had HD, not remakes, I kind of wish they were. But we got Zoe HD Collection, and first print collector's editions of those, like the big box, that came with the art book. Wait, no, not the art book. I'm thinking of Metal Gear Solid HD that came with the art book. Anyway, what I'm getting to is that Zoe came with a demo disc for Metal Gear Solid 2. Zoe HD Collection came with a demo disc for Metal Gear Rising, and it had this level. Almost complete. I think there were a few things that wasn't missing, or like the music was different in some spots.
Any good against a state-of-the-art cyborg like you, eh? To bury incoming hits. Throw out your own barrage of light attacks while your foe is on the offensive.
Oh, whoops. The flash me... Oh, I missed it.
Right. Whenever you engage in battle, stay within the area to avoid collision.
There we go. So you can either quick slash through that square and pull out their intestines, or you can use blade mode and line it up manually with the right stick. Playing on a controller, I don't know how to play this game with a mouse and keyboard.
Had your fill?
I did. I love
These
intestines.
guys with no eyes. Intel wasn't exaggerating on the cyborg count.
Well, you know how fast the tech's been spreading these last few years. That CNT muscle fiber packs the power of a jackhammer into every limb.
What enterprising soldier of fortune could resist? And cyborgs are still human. Real.
Thinking people. Way less risk of collateral damage than your typical UAV strike.
And don't forget the PR angle. Nations start playing Frankenstein with their troops, and the public goes nuts. PMCs, on the other hand, are off the ethical radar.
Second time we've had to
Yeah.
adjust that.
They still don't even count PMCs in official death tolls. With SOP out of the picture, private militaries needed a new edge on the market. We
It's SOP
got it.
again.
In a way, cyborgs are just SOP troops by another name. Only all muscled up and less predictable.
But it makes you wonder, Where'd Desperado find these guys?
I'm not complaining. They're like walking vending machines.
Right. Vending machines full of blood.
Easy there, Dracula. Like I said, they're still people.
People who terrorize and take innocent lives for money. They sowed their fate when they took this job. I'm just the Reaper.
Damn. It's a bit cold, Raiden.
Even for you. Anyway, his school. Let's get to work. Time to increase the peace.
Right.
My body costs like $13 trillion, but I still have the traditional bandana over my left eye. Now, Zandatsu tutorial is now playable via VR missions, but while I have a moment, this looks great. So I said at the beginning, we're playing with a couple of HD-ifying mods here and there. Let me get to
The coastline is too long and heavily guarded. You must take the inland route.
I know, I'm trying to get to a wall so I can, like, get close to my body and look at how
Your body
gorgeous
has
of
been
a
programmed to
hunk
stay
of
within the
steel
designated
man I
mission
am
area.
now.
Relax, Tovarich. It's just to keep you from getting lost. Don't take it personally, eh?
It's like, we can see now, like, okay, well, we can see through my body. That's not quite what I wanted to do. But yeah, like, you can see the etchings now. Like, if you can get close, if I can get, like, the right angle, you can kind of read some of the text on, like, the sheath and all that.
Right.
Not all of
You'll
it.
need to head inland. But first, make your way through this building.
Not all of it's legible. But yeah, like, the people behind, like, all the HD mods for this game just really knocked it out of the park. There's gonna be some screwing around, too, because, again, this game has a lot of just stuff hidden all over the place. Also, not to the degree... I know I'm rambling, but just, I love this game. I love this game. Not to the degree of what was shown in, like, the very, very first reveal of this game, but I think they kept most of the cut what you will stuff intact. That was a big selling point of this game, is just, like, everything can be cut in any direction you see fit. Everything is, like, Levolution level destructible. It's stuck to a degree, not to the same degree of what was promised, which is, you know, fair. But yeah, if you can see it, you can probably, if you can reach it, you can probably cut it at whatever angle you hit it at. Environment stuff, no. Physical environments, no.
Raiden, this is Boris. Give me your status.
Looks clear. No one in sight.
Good. Let's recap the route you will take. As I said, the enemy's HQ is in the refinery along the coastline. Dolsaev has been spotted there using satellite photography. Also on site, Mistral. a
Hell yeah,
Desperado
Mistral.
So I go through the city, cross the bridge into the old town, then head down to the rear of the refinery.
Still, I think they anticipate us. They will probably have a grand reception awaiting you at the old city. Do not let your guard down.
This is a thing. These are just hidden everywhere. In fact, if I remember correctly, there's that one there. There's also one up there. There's that one over here. Like I told you, like there's just stuff everywhere. And a lot of this is, you know, just consumables, recovery stuff. I think some give you a damage boost. There's something right there. Let's get this first. I'm not locked out of this area until I go through the hallway. Another hollow chip. Those are the hologram decoys. There we go. Data storage. I think those are the VR missions. Those are either the VR missions or those help to unlock stuff. Again, been a while. Been a hot minute.
Hostiles in the lower corridor, I see. Try to flank them, or approach from behind.
Not yet. Not yet. Because I want this. Also, there is... I mean, the game even said, hey look, don't worry about stealth. But there is an element of stealth, as you're about to see. You can sneak up and execute enemies. And then Zandatsu and go for the... There you go. Go for the intestines. Just pop the colon all over you. That's gross. This game's gross. Boris loves it. This is one of those areas. So you can stealth through this? I've never been able to do it.
You can use augment mode to see where the enemy is located. Your body analyzes radar and IR data to construct your AR display. Some civilians are still in the city. That is not good.
Yeah, so that guy down there, I think there's one in every stage, I think. I think there's one in every stage, but yeah, you need to, like, go around and rescue them. It's harder than you think. It's harder than you think, and it's kind of a New Game Plus thing.
No, I'm not doing anything. Can we just kill him? It'll be easy.
But yes, they also have the... Oh, come on, there we go. I think I got 2. 1. 2. Alright, so you need to get the heck out of here, my guy. Brilliant. There's somebody up there. If you are not quick enough, they will just straight up execute civilians. Yoink! I'll take that. Fine, you didn't need that. You weren't using it. I need my electrolytes.
He is scared to death, Ryder. Let him know he is safe.
Oh yeah, so of course then you gotta go back and be like, hey, it's cool. I don't think I was supposed to... There it is. Told you, like there's just stuff everywhere. Everywhere.
You're headed out of the operation zone.
No,
Head
that's
to the
fine.
waypoint marked on your Soliton radar.
Alright, go tell this guy he's cool. You're good. Get out of here.
Thank you. I will not forget this.
Run into the abyss. Let's watch him. I don't remember... I think he's just gonna phase through something. Ah, he runs out of camera. We'll never know. We'll never know. He could be a Spectre. This? And I thought there was something else in this general vicinity. Might be a later level. It might be a later level, but I think there's another secret of sorts in this general area. Yeah, again, probably another level. Great. Brilliant. Can't go that way. Is there something back here? Negative. I feel like we're coming up on another enemy. Like, I should be able to drop down, but I'm not seeing anyone. Except way up there. And I think it's also going to introduce an old friend here in the near future. Yep. Why they moo, it's a mystery to everyone. Whoops. I think it's red attacks. Nice. Oh, I'm doing terrible. I'm doing terrible. I'm doing poorly. Oh, I didn't get that. There we go. Panic Slash. Oh no. Come on. Come on. Bummer. So, there is a special kill on those, where you get swung up between its legs and you cut it in half.
Very good, Ryder. Now, keep heading for refinery.
Not the best performance. But yeah, so those have like a special kill on them where you get swung up between their legs and you can cut it in half on the way up. Also, as you probably saw in there briefly, when one of its legs turned blue, that's your cue to cut it off and just completely dismember it. Yes, like we can take this guy out. We just got a rocket launcher because, of course, video games. Oof. Oof. I don't think you can stealth. I don't think you can stealth kill the gecko. Oh, well. Also, it's right behind me. Somebody's got a rocket launcher. Alright, let's see if I can actually do this properly this time. Ooh. Ooh. We're not doing too good. Right, that one comes from like the side. There we go. Oh, I ballsed it up. I beefed it up. Oh, I beefed it up. Oh, I beefed it up again. There we go. Oh, I'm beefing hard. I'm beefing hard. I'm the whole Wendy's right now. I'm beefing hard. You're supposed to hit B and Y. That triggers the thing that I was trying to do proper. And just, yeah, whoops. Whoopsie doodle. Down here? I'm looking for stuff, looking for stuff. That's the way forward, that door. Still looking for stuff, though. And I'm not seeing anything else. Okay, cool. Moving on. Oh, I'll take it. Also, had I have died, that would have been embarrassing. Here we go.
They have erected an electromagnetic barricade. Maybe expecting UG or cyborg attack, huh?
What am I? Okay. Wall. Like, actual wall. Had I have died, that would have been very embarrassing, but, if you have, like, recovery items, you just use them. These.
We're picking up a wireless transmission near your position.
Yeah, these are the collectibles that I was talking about.
Most likely an enemy data terminal. Check it out. We may be able to salvage some intel.
Yeah, these are in every level. These are the collectibles that I've been trying to remember this whole time. And these unlock VR missions. Yeah. And I think there's 16 of them. Yep. Yeah, so if I want to, I can just go here and do it. If I want to. But not right now. I think I'll, like, just go back and do all those at once. Or, maybe after each level. Maybe after each level. I don't know, it'll be a spur-of-the-moment thing, as always. Whoops, that was a waste of that. There is another that we haven't seen. It might be up here. There's another kind of crate that we haven't run into yet. And I don't know if I'll be able to do it or not. Ooh, I know what's coming though.